On Osrc News at 7. Harvest of commendations as Governor Aiyedatiwa inaugurates projects across Ondo State to mark administration's first anniversary. Security agencies in Ondo State vow to arrest perpetrators of Agamo monarch as community mourns slain traditional ruler. INEC set to test new electoral act with FCT council polls tomorrow. And from the foreign scene, royal family member Andrew Windsor regains freedom after hours in police detention.
Very much for joining us tonight on the news on Osrc television. My name is Oyewumi Ayinmigbara. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says the newly constructed and commissioned 6 kilometers Ayegunle-Iwaroka Road is a testament to the commitment of his administration to provide an infrastructure that meaningfully improves the well-being of the citizens and residents. Governor Aiyedatiwa said he undertook to deliver the landmark project as part of the mandate entrusted to his administration and in fulfillment of promises made to the people during the electioneering campaign. The governor said the road is a multi-million naira project carefully designed and executed with quality materials to withstand the rigors of daily traffic, including heavy-duty vehicles. Earlier, the Commissioner for Infrastructure, Lands and Housing, Abiola Olawe, thanked the governor for prioritizing the infrastructural advancement of the state at all levels. The chairman of Akoko Southwest Local Government, Ayo Ajana, applauded the governor for changing their narratives for better. The Olubaka Oba Adebori Adeleye, who could not hide his joy, went memory lane on how the dream started under the late Governor Olusegun Agagu and heaped praises of Governor Aiyedatiwa for making it a reality.
To infrastructural development in our dear state. For years ago, the good people of Iwaroka and Ayegunle have endured hardship navigating this road. But today, this road corridor has been completed for the usage of good people of Ayegunle, Iwaroka. Your Excellency, the road we are commissioned today is 6 kilometer single carriageway with 10.3 meters average width and 7.3 meters on carriageway. Your Excellency, sir, we have some hydraulic structure in build-up area and we have earth drain in unbuilt-up area.
Today, commissioning of this Ayegunle Iwaroka Road marks more than the completion of the project. It reflects purposeful leadership and a strong commitment to improving the lives of our people. Your administration drive to strengthen infrastructure and enhance connectivity across Ondo State is evident, and our community are already benefiting from this effort. In your first year in office, you have shown determination by ensuring that ongoing projects are promptly brought to completion, particularly the Iwaro Ayegunle Road, which is vital to the movement of commerce and daily life of our people in Akoko Southwest local government.
Everybody that has eyes on those who have the other one will see what you are doing. I am the happiest person today, and I will tell you why. When the civil administration came, Akoko Southwest had a fourth church. We had our own son.
I personally met him that Ayebule Iwaro Oka is our own route. It's easy when coming from Ikoka, far to go. What he said, I cannot say it in the public. But the fact remains that he did not do it. And I move from Southern Senatorial District, started it. You from Southern Senatorial District, started it. Thank you, Mr. Governor, that you gave us this special gift in your first time in office. And we know more are coming. We undertook to deliver this landmark project as part of the mandate entrusted in us or entrusted to us, and in fulfillment of promises made while seeking your mandate at the post. You believed in us when we spoke to you and afforded us now the opportunity to redeem one of those promises, thereby lifting a burden of obligation from our shoulders. We campaign across the local government and the communities, not just the local government headquarters. And we made promises to you, and you all came out to vote for us. The road being commissioned today spans approximately 6 kilometers. It is a multi-million naira project, carefully designed and executed with quality materials to withstand the rigors of daily traffic, including heavy-duty vehicles. We know we have farmsteads around here, and those vehicles that will be carrying product or produce from farmstead to commit to the urban centers will be heavy-duty vehicles. Therefore, these roads have been designed to be able to withstand such.
Meanwhile, activities marking the first anniversary of the Aida administration continue with the commissioning of key health projects in the West local government area of Ondo State. The projects are aimed at strengthening primary health care delivery and improving emergency response services across the state. Joy Pius reports.
As part of celebrations marking 1 year in office, the Ondo State government commissioned an upgraded health center, a newly constructed staff quarter, and an ambulance at the Primary Healthcare Development Agency in Ondo West local government area.
We dedicate this newly constructed staff quarter for the health workers of the primary health center. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by his deputy Olaide Adelami, described primary health care as the bedrock of effective and sustainable healthcare delivery, noting that 112 primary healthcare facilities are currently undergoing upgrades across the state, with 51 already completed. The governor stated that providing accommodation for health workers within their communities will significantly improve emergency response and ensure round-the-clock service delivery, adding that about 500 health workers have been recruited to bridge manpower gaps and will soon be deployed to various facilities.
This upgraded facility now features renovated and modernized infrastructure with 2 one-bedroom semi-detached staff quarters, solar power 24-hour electricity, functional borehole water supply, perimeter fencing and security posts, tricycle ambulance, and other modern medical equipment.
As part of efforts to ensure financial stability in the sector, the governor announced that 117 million naira will be released as the first quarter of 2026 funding for primary healthcare services, charging health personnel to uphold professionalism and dedication in serving the people.
Ondo as a major urban center
must set the standard in service delivery. I therefore charge the facility managers and PSC coordinators here to ensure transparency, professionalism, and compassionate care. Let this facility stand as a testament to purposeful governance and a sanctuary of healing for generations.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Professor Simidelu Dimayo, highlighted major strides recorded within the past year, including improved staff welfare packages and strengthened emergency services to guarantee 24-hour healthcare coverage.
This 1 year that we have come in the health sector, it has been a lot of work, making every effort in line with Mr. Governor's mandate for the health of the people to be optimized. And you can see this being expressed in different forms.
Chairman of Ondo West Local Government, Ayotunde Akinfolarin, represented by his vice, Oluwole Bashiru, commended the governor for prioritizing healthcare and contributing meaningfully to grassroots development.
We all know the importance of health. So, Mr. Governor, we really appreciate you. This project will serve the whole community, not only this environment.
The commissioning ceremony reflects the administration's commitment to expanding access to quality healthcare and improving the well-being of residents across Ondo State. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
In the meantime, the Ondo State government has assured residents of its continued commitment to prioritizing the health of citizens at all times. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa gave the assurance by commissioning the upgraded Adigbola Primary Health Center in Akure, the Ondo State capital, as part of activities marking the first anniversary of its administration. Osrc's reporter Sunday Kolawole report on all the projects commissioned in the health sector.
The commissioning of the projects formed part of activities commemorating Governor Aiyedatiwa's first year in office. While commissioning the upgraded Adigbola Primary Health Center in Akure, Governor Aiyedatiwa, represented by his deputy Olaide Adelami, said the government would continue to put machinery in place to ensure that residents of Ondo State benefit from various healthcare programs.
It's a comprehensive renovation of all the 2 or 3 health centers across the state. And not only that, there's also the provision of ambulance, to each of those health centers. And this is the prototype of what it is in all the 203 health centers.
According to him, several healthcare initiatives have been introduced since the administration assumed office, including the upgrading of health facilities, particularly at the ward level. He urged residents to take full advantage of the programs to meet their health needs.
Then what makes this one also unique is that Mr. Governor realized that it's not just only the provision of social infrastructure that is necessary. The people too must be taken care of, the staff, and there's a construction of staff quarters, which is one of the projects. It shows the unwavering support of Mr. Governor's commitment to provision of health services to the people of Ondo State.
The commissioning ceremony also featured goodwill messages from healthcare professionals in the state.
Commissioning this beautiful meeting staff quarter on behalf of His Excellency Dr. Richardson Aiyedatiwa for the use of the staff for better productivity in this center. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
This is the first time in the history of Ondo State that government is building staff quarter for primary health care center. this is premised on the fact that there should be availability of staff 24 hours within the system to be able to care for our teeming population.
Earlier, Governor Ayedatiwa commissioned the Omi Irorun Accelerated Water Scheme at the Federal University of Technology Akure Teaching Hospital. The project represents a significant milestone in the state's drive towards improved water infrastructure and enhanced public health. Governor Ayedatiwa described the project as vital and life-enhancing, appealing to members of the hospital community to make good use of the facility.
This water supply scheme, thoughtfully designed with 3 integrated components, including a solar-powered system, has the capacity to deliver 100 cubic meters, that is 100,000 liters of potable water daily. This output meets global standard requirement for teaching hospital of this stature and significance. Gratifying to announce that a significant portion of the water generated through this scheme will be allocated to adjoining streets and environs, thereby extending the cycle of benefit beyond this hospital complex.
Commissioner for Water Resources, Sanitation and Hygiene, Ayodele Akonde, assured that it would permanently address water challenges within the hospital community.
The scheme is simple, efficient, and sustainable, making it ideal for rural, small town communities and public institutions like Federal University of Technology, Akure.
The facility is expected to serve about 6,000 people within the hospital environment, significantly improving water availability, sanitation and hygiene standards.
You're still watching Osrc News at 7, and after the break, INEC set to test new electoral act with FCT Council polls tomorrow. Please do rejoin us for this and more.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of cowbells with Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our digital channel More Plus 720 on our website www.osrc.ng, or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV. And on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. The Ondo State government has engaged journalists on the upcoming investment summit themed The New Ondo Forging the Pathway to Prosperity, scheduled for February 23, 2026 at the Dome International Conference Center. The event promises to unlock investment opportunities in energy, agriculture, tourism, and blue economy sectors. Adewumi Taiwo has details.
It was a gathering of policymakers, business leaders, development partners in Akure as stakeholders addressed a journalist ahead of the much anticipated Ondo State Investment Summit 2026. The briefing outlined expectations, strategic focus areas, and projected economic impact of the summit. Special Advisor to Governor Ayedatiwa on Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Dr. Sumi Smart Francis, highlighted the state's potential for investment, citing opportunities in oil and gas, agriculture, tourism, and infrastructure development. He noted that the state's investment potential is boundless, with various sectors offering growth and prosperity opportunities.
beyond the business exchange, beyond the investments that's been coming to the state, beyond the networks that's been coming to the state, I think just also the exposure, the publicity that, and the awareness that this takes us on the global stage is something that doesn't just affect the state government itself, but every indigenous resident of the state. This economic-driven project is definitely going to affect the livelihood of even the common man, because this is a kind of project that increases the GDP of any society.
Also, the Director General, Project Implementation and Performance Monitoring Unit, Razak Obe, and other stakeholders expressed optimism about the state investment potential, stating that the summit would serve as an eye-opener to various investment opportunities in Ondo State. They emphasized the need for transformative investment in the state.
We are the state in this country that has a connection to several other states, connection by air, by road, and by sea. That is huge. Longest coastline, deepest natural draft. That's Ondo State for you. That is green from January to December, where agriculture flourishes, where industrial processes, getting land, getting authorization has been debottlenecked, and the governor and the bureaucracy of the state are willing to support any organization that elects to do business with Ondo State.
It's in investment opportunities in the areas of agriculture, IT, oil and gas, tourism, and some other areas, education, that we are going to be showcasing. And I'm sure that we have people that are interested in all of these areas to invest.
As they're coming, we are negotiating with them. We are preparing MOUs for projects and for strategic projects, and from there we build relationships that will last. And at the end of the day, whatever we build, we also end up having a tangible economic outcome that this we use and maintain to actually develop our economy, industrialization, diversification of our economy, and also creating jobs for the people.
While optimism remains high among stakeholders, expectations are equally elevated with calls for accountability, transparency, and tangible outcomes. Adewumi Taiwo, OSRC News.
Ondo State security agencies, including the military, were at Agamo community, where the traditional ruler Alagamo of Agamo, Oba Kende Falodun, was murdered by suspected gunmen. This incident, which occurred on Wednesday evening in the community at Akure North local government, left the community devastated as residents expressed displeasure and called for justice. Abidemi Akinrutuye reports that the State Police Command promised to bring the perpetrators to book.
On Thursday, heads of security agencies in Ondo State, including the Commander 32 Brigade Artillery of Nigeria Army, the State Commandant of the Nigerian Society and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC), and the Director Department of State Services, led by Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal, visited the scene of the tragic incident at Agamo town, where Oba Kende Falodun was attacked and murdered. The traditional ruler was alleged to have been brutally murdered on Wednesday evening by suspected gunmen who stormed his palace for the heinous act. Residents, who were all looking sad, were sighted in groups overwhelmed with fear. Women with heavy hearts eulogized the late monarch, indicating his influence in the agrarian community before his sudden demise. One of the chiefs of the community, Busayo Odeyemi, expressed displeasure at the situation as he described the community as peaceful under the leadership of the late monarch.
Around 7:30 p.m. and they didn't ask anything from him. They started shooting continuously, like 15 minutes without stopping. And they realized that the bullet is not penetrating. They have to bring out the machete and started cutting the cabbage and it's not enter. they went ahead and dragged him and used the gun, hit him in the stomach. That's how the cabbies fall down. And they dragged him and they took him to that place and used stick and just hit his head. That's how the cabbies died. We don't have anything, we can't blame God. We have accepted it with good faith, but we believe that the security agency will perform more. They will help us to fish out all those criminals so that justice can prevail.
State Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal ordered the immediate deployment of additional security personnel and operational assets to the community, including the command's tactical teams, with a clear mandate to track down and apprehend the suspects. Oba Falodun was reportedly abducted and killed by gunmen on Wednesday. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is poised to conduct its first major outing under the newly signed legal framework tomorrow. The Commission will oversee the Federal Capital Territory FCT area council elections alongside critical by-elections in Rivers and Kano State, serving as a litmus test for the Electoral Act 2026, recently assented to by President Bola Tinubu. This came as Minister of the FCT Nyesom Wike has declared today a work-free day and announced a total restriction of movement starting tonight to ensure the smooth conduct of Saturday's area council elections. The 2026 Electoral Act introduces several high-stakes adjustments, which include the statutory entrenchment of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, and the election results viewing portal, IREV, as the FCT elections represent the only local government level polls directly conducted by INEC. Observers view this weekend as a strategic rehearsal for the 2027 general elections. President Bola Tinubu has called for peaceful and orderly conduct during Saturday's elections in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Kano State, and Rivers State. The president, in a statement through his spokesperson Bayo Onanuga, urged security agencies to exercise restraint and the electoral body to strengthen public confidence in the process. President Tinubu urged all eligible voters to come out and vote without fear, emphasizing that the democratic process thrives best in an atmosphere of calm, tolerance, and mutual respect. He appealed to voters, security personnel, and officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to carry out their responsibilities calmly and professionally. And on the foreign scene, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office after police came to his home, an unprecedented scene for a royal. Investigators allege that while Britain's trade envoy, he passed confidential information to Jeffrey Epstein. An email appears to show documents forwarded within minutes, but he denies all allegations. King Charles, who stripped him of royal titles last year, was not briefed and pledged support as police search homes on royal estates and remains 8 in line. The report is presented.
That he was slow to act after years of damaging headlines about his brother's association with Epstein. But as he stepped out of the palace, the king was met with inevitable questions.
Your Majesty, how are you feeling after your brother's arrest?
The damage to the monarchy's reputation plain to see.
Since the palace don't know what's coming and have found it very hard, therefore, to respond to it, there's very little doubt that it's overshadowing what work the monarchy is doing.
And that report was presented by Tulu Yibodi. And with that, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at one of the top stories. We told you that Governor Aiyedatiwa has inaugurated projects across Ondo State to mark its administration's first anniversary, aimed at strengthening primary healthcare delivery and improving emergency response services across the state. And with that, we conclude the news tonight. We say thank you very much for your time. Good evening.